stop. Listen, something just shifted in your timeline, and you felt it. Maybe you cannot name it yet, but somewhere in your chest, in your gut, in that place where your spirit lives, you felt a click. Like two puzzle pieces finally connecting after being separated your entire life. And that click, chosen one, was not random. That was the sound of heaven and earth aligning over your life. That was the sound of your breakthrough arriving right on schedule. While you were going about your day, maybe frustrated, maybe tired, maybe wondering if anything would ever change, the spiritual realm was moving mountains you could not see. Doors you did not know existed were being unlocked. Connections you never prayed for were being arranged. And opportunities you stopped believing in were being positioned directly in your path. Not for next year, not for someday when you finally feel ready. For right now, for this week, for the next 14 days that are about to completely rewrite your story. And here is what you need to understand. You did not accidentally find this message. This message has been hunting you down. For the last 48 hours, heaven has been orchestrating your schedule, rearranging your day, causing small delays and unexpected interruptions, all to make sure you would be available at this exact second to hear what I am about to tell you. Because what I am carrying for you is time sensitive. It has an expiration window. And if you miss this window, you will spend the next 6 months watching other people walk into the breakthrough that had your name on it. So right now, in this moment, I need your full attention, not your distracted attention, not your multitasking attention, your full presence. Because I am about to hand you something that will feel too good to be true, and your logical mind is going to try to reject it. Your past disappointments are going to try to protect you from hoping again. But chosen one, I need you to push past that resistance. I need you to stay with me. Because what happens in the next several minutes will determine whether you are still waiting 6 months from now or whether you are walking in victory 6 days from now. Now, before we go any further, I am going to ask you to do something that seals your participation in what is about to happen. If you can sense that your spirit is responding to this message, if something inside you is saying pay attention, this matters, I want you to hit that subscribe button right now. And I know what you are thinking. Another content creator asking for a subscription. But hear me out. When you subscribe, you are not just supporting a channel. You are making a declaration to the spiritual realm. You are saying, I am choosing alignment. I am ready for what comes next. So subscribe now. Then give this video a like, not because I need it, but because your agreement activates something in the atmosphere. When you like this video, you are saying yes to what heaven is releasing. And here is the most powerful part. Go to the comment section right now and type one word, type the word aligned. Just that, aligned, because when you type it, you are creating a digital marker. You are staking a flag in the ground. And 30 days from now, when your life looks completely different, you are going to come back to that comment and think, that was the moment everything changed. Do that now before we continue. Type aligned. Chosen one. Let me tell you why today is different from every other day you have lived through in the last year. You know how sometimes you wake up and the day just feels heavy, like you are carrying invisible weight and you cannot shake it. And then other days you wake up and everything feels lighter, easier, like wind is at your back instead of in your face. That difference, that shift in atmosphere, is not random. It is not just your mood, it is spiritual alignment. And today, chosen one, you woke up in perfect alignment. You just did not know it yet. Let me explain what alignment means. In physics, when two frequencies match perfectly, they create resonance. They amplify each other. That is why opera singers can shatter glass. not because they are singing loud, but because they hit the exact frequency that matches the glass. And when those two frequencies meet, something that seemed solid suddenly breaks open. That is what is happening in your life right now. The frequency of heaven has been searching for the frequency of your faith. And this morning, they matched. You are in resonance. And what could not break open yesterday is about to shatter today. Now think about this for a moment. Have you ever been in a room where someone walked in and the whole atmosphere changed? You could not explain it. They did not say anything special, but their presence shifted something, that is frequency. That person was vibrating at a different level, and when they entered, everything in that space had to adjust. That is what is happening with you right now, except you are not walking into a room. Heaven is walking into your life, and everything in your atmosphere has to adjust to match it. You might be sitting there thinking, but my circumstances have not changed. My bank account looks the same. My relationships look the same. My job situation looks the same. How can you say I am in alignment when nothing visible has shifted? And that is exactly the point. Chosen one, the visible realm is always the last to change. The invisible realm moves first. Your breakthrough began in the unseen before you see it in the seen. And right now, in this moment, the unseen realm is already rearranged. Your miracle is already in motion. It just has not manifested in your physical reality yet. But it will. And the gap between invisible and visible, between decreed and done, is collapsing faster than you realize. Think about a seed. When you plant a seed in soil, nothing changes on the surface for days. The dirt looks the same, but underground everything is happening. The seed is cracking open, roots are forming, energy is building. And then one day you walk outside and there is a sprout. It did not appear out of nowhere. It was working in the hidden place. That is where you are right now. The sprout has not broken surface yet, but underground, everything is happening. And any day now, you are going to see it. Here is what I need you to understand about timing. Most people think they are waiting for God, but the truth is, God has been waiting for you to get to a place where you could receive what He has been holding, because some blessings are too big to fit in a small container. And for the last season, God has not been withholding. He has been expanding. Expanding your capacity. Expanding your ability to carry weight. Expanding your faith to match the size of the miracle. Think about it. You cannot put an ocean in a cup. If God tried to pour ocean-level blessing into cup-level capacity, you would drown. So He has been increasing your capacity. Every disappointment that did not break you increased your capacity. Every closed door that did not stop you increased your capacity. Every night you chose to worship instead of worry increased your capacity. And this morning, your capacity hit critical mass. You are finally big enough to hold what God has been wanting to give you. That is why today is different. That is why you are here. That is why this message found you. Let me give you a picture of what I mean. Imagine a weightlifter in the gym. On day one, they can lift 50 pounds. That is their capacity, and they want to lift 200 pounds. But if they try to lift 200 pounds on day one, they get crushed. So what do? They train. They gradually increase the weight 55 pounds, then 60, then 70, and 6 months later they walk up to 200 pounds and lift it like it is nothing. Not because 200 pounds got lighter, but because their capacity increased. That is what has been happening in your life. The blessing you are about to receive has always been 200 pounds. But 6 months ago, you could only carry 50. So God has been training you. That hard season where everything felt heavy, that was not punishment, that was preparation. You were building spiritual muscle. That long wait where it seemed like nothing was happening, that was not wasted time. You were expanding your capacity. And now today, you are strong enough to carry what is coming. The 200-pound blessing is about to be handed to you, and you will not drop it because you are ready. Now let me tell you what is about to be released to you. And I am not being vague or metaphorical. I am going to be specific because you need to know exactly what to expect so you can recognize it when it shows up. Over the next 14 days, 3 specific shifts are going to occur in your life. I call them the 3 unlockings. Not someday shifts, not gradual changes, sudden unlockings. Things that were locked are going to swing open. Things that were stuck are going to release. Things that were delayed are going to accelerate. The first unlocking is the favor unlocking. This is when people who had no reason to help you suddenly want to. Doors that required credentials you did not have suddenly open. Opportunities that should have gone to someone more qualified land in your lap. And the crazy part is, you will not have to force it. You will not have to hustle or manipulate or convince anyone. It will just happen. One conversation, one email, one random encounter, and your whole trajectory shifts. That is favor unlocking. Here is what favor unlocking looks like in real life. You apply for something, and you are not the most qualified candidate, but for some reason, they choose you anyway. Or you need to talk to someone who is normally unreachable, and you bump into them at a coffee shop. Or you mention a need in passing and someone overhears and says, "I can help you with that." It is the universe conspiring in your favor. It is divine orchestration, and when it happens, you will know it was not your effort. It was alignment. The second unlocking is the provision unlocking. This is when money you did not work for shows up. Resources you did not ask for become available. Needs get met before you articulate them. And I am not talking about pennies. I am talking about the exact amount you have been needing, but could not figure out how to generate. It is going to show up from a direction you were not watching. And when it does, you are going to know it was not luck. It was not coincidence. It was God proving that He is Jehovah Jireh. The one who provides provision unlocking can look like many things. A check you were not expecting, a refund you forgot about, a debt that gets forgiven, a gift from someone who felt led to bless you, a side opportunity that generates income with minimal effort, or even something you own increasing in value unexpectedly. The point is, you will not grind for it. It will come to you, and the amount will be specific. It will match a need you have been carrying. That is how you know it is God. It is too precise to be random. The third unlocking is the restoration unlocking. This is when things you lost start coming back. Relationships you thought were dead start breathing again. Dreams you buried start resurfacing. Parts of yourself you thought were gone forever start returning. And this unlocking is the one that will make you cry, because you had made peace with the loss. You had accepted that some things were just over. But God is saying, I am not finished. What the enemy stole, I am restoring. What time took, I am returning. What you gave up on, I am reviving. Restoration unlocking is deeply personal. For some people, it is a relationship that heals. For others, it is a dream they abandoned that suddenly becomes possible again. For others, it is joy returning after years of depression, or peace returning after months of anxiety, or hope returning after a season of despair. Whatever you lost that mattered most. That is what is being restored, and it will not come back damaged. It will come back better than before, because God does not just restore, He upgrades all 3 unlockings over the next 14 days. And chosen one, I am not guessing, I am not hoping, I am declaring, because this is not based on my faith. This is based on your alignment. And when you are in alignment, things that were impossible become inevitable. So here is what you need to do. There is a protocol, a daily practice that will keep you in alignment while these unlockings are occurring, because the enemy is going to try to knock you out of alignment. He is going to send distractions, discouragements, doubts, anything to make you wobble. But if you do this protocol, you stay locked in, you stay in resonance. And what is meant to happen will happen. Here is the protocol. Every single day for the next 14 days. At the same time, if possible, you are going to speak 4 declarations out loud. And these are not generic affirmations. These are alignment statements. They tune your frequency to heaven's frequency. First declaration: I am aligned with my breakthrough, and I receive it now. Second declaration: favor, provision, and restoration are unlocking in my life today. Third declaration: I refuse to wobble, and I stay in resonance with heaven's plan. Fourth declaration: what is mine is finding me, and I am ready to receive. 4 sentences under 1 minute. But you must say them out loud. Your voice carries creative power. When you speak these declarations, you are not just making statements, you are shifting atmospheres. Now let me tell you what is going to happen when you start doing this protocol. Within the first 48 hours, you are going to notice something change in your thinking. Thoughts that used to dominate you suddenly lose power. Worries that used to keep you up at night suddenly feel smaller. That is your mind coming into alignment with your spirit. Within the first week, you will have at least one unexpected conversation. Someone is going to reach out, or you are going to bump into someone. And that conversation is going to feel significant even if you cannot explain why. That is the favor unlocking beginning. Within the first 10 days, provision is going to manifest. Could be a check, could be an opportunity, could be a debt that gets cancelled. But money or resources are going to show up in a way you did not engineer. And somewhere around day 12 to 14, the restoration unlocking happens. Something you thought was finished gets a second chance. And you are going to cry because you did not think God still cared about that thing. But He does. But chosen one, I have to prepare you. The enemy knows what just got activated. And he is going to try 5 major attacks to knock you out of alignment before these 14 days are complete. I am going to name them so you can see them coming and not be ambushed. Attack 1, sudden chaos, out of nowhere. Multiple things are going to go wrong at the same time. Your car, your technology, your schedule. It is designed to overwhelm you and make you forget the protocol. When chaos hits, do not panic. Recognize it. Then do your declarations anyway. Even in the chaos. Attack 2, unexpected criticism. Someone close to you is going to say something hurtful or dismissive, or you are going to see something online that triggers your insecurity. This is designed to make you question yourself and pull back. Do not receive it. Let it bounce off. Stay in your lane. Attack 3, premature celebration. You are going to get a small win, and the temptation will be to think, okay, I got what I needed. I can stop now. Do not stop. Do all 14 days. The full unlocking requires the full cycle. Attack 4, false emergency. Something urgent is going to demand your attention and try to make you skip your protocol. It will feel like you have to handle it right now. You do not. Do your declarations first. Then handle the situation. Priority matters. Attack 5. Isolation. You are going to feel disconnected from people, from God, from yourself. It is going to feel like you are doing this alone and nothing is working. That is a lie designed to make you quit on day 9 or day 11, right before the breakthrough fully manifests. Push through the isolation. You are not alone. Angels are assigned to you, and they are working even when you cannot feel them. Let me tell you about Sarah. Not her real name, but everything else is true. 11 months ago, Sarah was sitting in her apartment staring at an eviction notice. She had 30 days to come up with money she did not have. Her job had cut her hours. Her savings were gone, and she had no backup plan. She was scrolling through her phone, trying to distract herself from the panic, when she saw a video talking about alignment and unlockings. Her first thought was, this is nonsense. I need practical help, not spiritual talk. But something made her watch anyway. She heard about the protocol, 4 declarations for 14 days, and she thought, I have nothing to lose at this point. So she started. Day 1 felt silly. She was in her living room speaking declarations to her empty apartment. Her voice felt small and hollow. She felt like a crazy person talking to walls. Day 2, she almost quit because nothing had changed, and she felt foolish. Her anxiety was still there. The eviction notice was still on her counter. And she thought, this is what I get for believing internet videos. But something, she could not explain what, made her do it one more day. Day 3, day 4. Nothing visible changed. But Sarah noticed something subtle. She was sleeping slightly better. The panic attacks that had been waking her at 3 a.m. were less intense. She chalked it up to coincidence, but kept going. Day 5 came, and Sarah got a text from a friend she had not talked to in 2 years. Completely out of the blue. The friend said, "Hey, I was thinking about you. This is so random, but are you still doing graphic design? I have a client who needs help, and your name popped in my head. Can you take a project?" Sarah stared at that text for a full minute. She had not told anyone she was struggling financially. She had not posted about needing work. And here was this friend, who she barely kept in touch with, offering exactly what she needed. She responded, "Yes, absolutely. Send me the details." The project came through. It was a logo design for a small business. Took her 2 days to complete, and when the payment hit her account, it was more than her rent. Her immediate crisis was solved. She thought, okay, maybe there is something to this protocol. But she did not stop there. She kept doing it. Day 9, Sarah got an email that made her cry. It was from her landlord. The subject line said, "Regarding your account." She opened it expecting bad news. Instead, the email said, "Someone has anonymously paid your rent for the next 3 months. I cannot tell you who, but your account is current and you do not owe anything until May." Sarah read it 3 times to make sure she was not hallucinating. She called the landlord to confirm. It was real. It was real. To this day, Sarah does not know who paid it. She has theories, but no proof. All she knows is that in the middle of doing this protocol, in the middle of staying aligned, provision showed up from a direction she did not see coming. Day 12. Sarah was checking her email and saw a message from a company she had applied to work for 6 months ago. She had forgotten she even applied. The subject line said, "Position available." She opened it expecting a rejection. Instead, it said, "We apologize for the delay in getting back to you. The position you applied for has reopened, and we would like to offer it to you if you are still interested." The salary was higher than what she had been making before her hours got cut. The benefits were better. The schedule was flexible. She responded within an hour. Yes, I am interested. Start date was 2 weeks out. By day 14, Sarah looked around her life and could not recognize it. 2 weeks prior, she was facing eviction, broke, terrified, convinced she was about to lose everything. Now she had rent covered for months, a new full-time job starting soon, and freelance work bringing in extra income. She messaged me and said, "I do not understand what happened. I just spoke some words out loud for 2 weeks. How did my entire life flip upside down?" And I told her what I am telling you now. It was not the words that did it. It was the alignment. The words kept you in alignment. And when you are in alignment, the invisible realm has permission to rearrange your visible realm. Sarah is not special. She did not have more faith than you. She did not do anything extraordinary. She just stayed consistent. She did the protocol every day, even when it felt pointless. And because she did not wobble, the unlockings happened exactly on schedule. Favor unlocking on day 5. Provision unlocking on day 9. And by day 14, her whole reality had shifted. Now, I am not telling you Sarah's story to hype you up or manipulate you into trying this. I am telling you her story so you know this is not theory. This is tested, this is proven, and it works. Not because of magic, not because of luck, but because when you align your frequency with heaven's frequency, things that were locked in place suddenly unlock. So, chosen one, here is your decision point. You can close this video right now and go back to your regular routine, and in 2 weeks, your life will look exactly like it does today. Same struggles, same frustrations, same feeling of waiting for something to shift. Or you can take 60 seconds a day for the next 14 days and watch what happens, 1 minute. That is all this requires. Can you give God 1 minute a day? If you can, everything changes. If you cannot, nothing does. The choice is yours. But before you decide, I need to say something to your soul, something it has been desperate to hear, but no one has said out loud. You have permission to hope again. I know you have been disappointed before. I know you have believed for things that did not happen. I know you have prayed prayers that felt like they evaporated, and I know that hurt. It hurt so much that you built walls around your hope to protect yourself from being devastated again. But chosen one, those walls that were meant to protect you are now blocking you, because you cannot receive breakthrough with a closed heart. You cannot attract favor with a defended spirit. You have to open back up. And I know that is scary, but I am giving you permission. You are allowed to hope. You are allowed to believe that this time might be different. You are allowed to let your guard down and receive what is being offered. And on behalf of heaven, I release you from the guilt of wanting more. I release you from the shame of still being in process. I release you from the need to have it all figured out before you take the next step. You are released. You are free. You are cleared. Now receive what is yours. Chosen one. Everything up until now has been information. What we are about to do is activation. If you can, put your hand over your heart. Feel it beating. That heartbeat is proof you are still here. Proof you survived everything that tried to take you out. Proof that God is not finished with your story. Now repeat after me, out loud if you can. I am aligned. My breakthrough is already in motion. Favor is unlocking. Provision is unlocking. Restoration is unlocking. I receive it now. I agree with heaven's plan. I stay in resonance. What is mine is finding me, and I am ready. In the name that is above every name, I speak over every person hearing this. I declare the favor unlocking is released. Doors that should stay closed to them swing open. People who should ignore them take notice. Opportunities that should pass them by stop and wait. I declare the provision unlocking is released. Money they did not work for finds them. Resources they did not request become available. Needs are met before they form the words to ask. I declare the restoration unlocking is released. What was lost returns, what was broken heals, what was dead comes back to life. I bind confusion, I bind delay, I bind distraction. Every attack planned for the next 14 days, you are exposed and you are cancelled. What God aligned, hell cannot misalign. I declare within 48 hours, a thought pattern breaks. Within 7 days, an unexpected door. Within 10 days, provision manifests. Within 14 days, something they gave up on comes back to life. I declare their latter days are greater than their former. Their comeback is bigger than their setback. Their future erases their past. It is decreed. It is done. It is finished. Now, chosen one, I am going to ask you one question, and you need to answer out loud. Are you ready to stay aligned for the next 14 days? Say yes. Out loud, not in your head. Say it, heaven, just recorded that yes, you are locked in, you are committed, you cannot take it back now. So for the next 14 days, do the protocol, speak the declarations, stay in alignment, and watch what unlocks. Do not say amen yet. Sit in this for 10 seconds. Let it settle into your spirit. Now, go be great.